How's it going, everyone? Bella here, and we are back to the Thank You Next Challenge. Now, today, I am creating an ex called Dom. We're going to call him Dom. And I met him between 2006 2007, right around the time when my youngest son was less than 1 year old. So I had a baby. We met actually while I was on the way to work. I was dropping him off to daycare, and he actually worked at my old job, which was the local Kroger's, which might be food for less for some of you guys. Anyway, we would talk here and there, and there was actually, how we became friends is there was an incident at Kroger's where I was pickpocketed by this guy, and he stopped everything to help me. Like, he literally went down every single aisle, and we were looking for the guy, and we were looking on the floor for the phone, and we were asking all the cashiers if somebody had turned anything in, and we never found it, but I admired the way he helped me. So we exchanged contact information, and I called him from my house phone. We became friends from there, and about a year in, I moved because the neighborhood wasn't the best, and I wanted something better for me and my child. So anyway, a little bit after I moved, we kind of lost contact with each other. I just figured he moved or whatever, and which is fine. People move on. I want to say 2 years after I had moved into this new place, because I actually stayed in this place for about 3 years. 2 years after I moved into this new place, I was hanging around with a close acquaintance of mine. We were chilling in a truck, and she was explaining to me about her newest, flavor of the week, the newest guy she was talking to. The way she described him, he sounded very similar to the guy I knew. So she was saying he was like very muscular. He had like really long jet black hair. It was kind of wavy, mostly straight. And I'm just like, wow, this kind of sounds like Dom. So I asked her, like, hey, what's his name? What's his real name? And she didn't know. So I couldn't confirm if that was him. I actually found out later that it was. But I'm like, okay, yeah, it's cool. Water under the bridge, dude. Like, it wasn't like we were talking or anything. So I didn't have any problems with it. 6 months after this interaction with her, he pops up at my door. Randomly, he expressed that he had missed me, he hadn't seen me, and that he wanted to start a relationship with me. And I'm just like, this is super sudden. I have not seen you at all. We have barely hung around since I moved. Where is all this coming from? It was just really, really pressuring. And like I did like him at one point. I really did start to develop a little feelings for him, but at the same time, he was my friend, so I didn't want to just be like, I'm kind of feeling you a little bit. It was fine, but I expressed to him that I knew that he was involved with my close acquaintance, and he was like, I don't think you understand what our relationship really was. It wasn't like we were boyfriend and girlfriend. We weren't dating. We were just screwing around. It wasn't anything serious. I mean, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't anything serious. I didn't believe him, although I would say this might have been her style at the time, but that still had nothing to do with him. He could have taken it serious, and even if it wasn't, she was close to me. She was close enough to me to where I didn't feel comfortable, dating him because of it. So I'm like, I'm gonna pass, We actually became friends after that again. He would pop over, we'd chill, watch DVDs or whatever, because you gotta realize this was still before 2010. So there wasn't a whole lot of YouTube or anything existing around that time, at least not big enough for me to even know about it. So, we spent a lot of time with each other, and, every now and then, he would ask again, like, hey, we've been spending a lot of time with each other. I really want to make things official. And I'm just like, no, right? So eventually, though, he took a big step. He actually approached my mom and asked her formally, like, look, I am really feeling your daughter. I want to date her. I need you to know that the relationship I was in before was not serious, and I feel like that's the reason why she's rejecting her. I need you to speak to her so that maybe she would believe me, because I really feel something for her. And when my mom told me this, I'm like, wow, this guy really is like feeling me. He really likes me. Why else would he go all the way to my mom to ask me like that? It just seems really old fashioned, you know, like how guys would ask the you know, girl's dad or mom or whatever to see the daughter. And I'm like, okay, maybe he really is a genuine person. So at that point, I did start to date him. I did start to date him, which I regret now. But yeah, we did start to see each other. I want to say we dated a good 3 months, and I ended it very quickly because I found out that he lied about the number of children he had. Let's just say it's in the double digits, okay? I mean, this guy was trying to build a football team. He was trying to build his dream team of children, and I didn't want to be part of it. So I'm like, you lied. You told me you had 2 kids. You lied to me. So I don't want anything to do with you. Actually, a little bit after that, I found out, I want to say we broke up in October. I found out months down the line that he actually had got married. I had a conversation with his wife. He got married in December, and he was trying to come back at my house in October. So I just thought that was the crudest thing he could have done to anybody. Like, your marriage is fresh. Your marriage is 2 months fresh, and you tried to come back to me. You tried to move in with me once you find out that we could possibly have a family together. By the way, this sim is called Dom Jones. If you want to look him up in the sim store, you can. Maybe you can make him a better person, huh? I'm just saying, it's a cute sim. He might be an asshole, but it's a cute sim. Maybe you can fix him, right? Thank you very much for watching this video. If you do like this kind of video, subscribe because there will be more of it. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.